Okay, we got a new setup here. It's looking decent, you know. I'm not upset with it, but it looks all right. Got my podcast mic back here. What's this guy doing in the camera frame? What is he? He's just gonna stay there. That's fine. All right, so today what I want to talk about is something that's kind of been like a little bit of a pet peeve for me, I guess, if that's the right word. And I want to talk about like looping wallpapers on your streams, right? So there's something that isn't really, it's not a necessity to have a cool looping wallpaper, but it is something that just kind of looks cool. It kind of makes your stream seem a little bit more professional when you have seamless kind of looping background wallpapers, you know, in your intermission screen, starting soon, ending screen, things like that. It just kind of elevates your stream a little bit. So one of the big issues with finding really great looping wallpapers is that, you know, first off, a lot of them aren't free, right? They're just not free. They cost a decent amount of money, and it's like, do you really want to spend that much money on something that's just a looping wallpaper that's going to be on your stream for 5 minutes out of a 4-hour stream? You know, does that make sense to do? And you know, there are some great ones out there. I'm not trying to bash any artists, but for me, I just personally don't want to spend money, and I obviously don't want to steal those wallpapers either. And the second thing is, it's just really tough to find really good looping wallpapers for free. You can find really good wallpapers, no problem. You can find free ones without an issue, but to find really good ones that are also free, that's a little bit more difficult to do. And the third thing that really bothers me about looping wallpapers is that a lot of them aren't seamless loops. So what's the point of even having a looping wallpaper if it's not a seamless loop? So what I have found is something that looks really great, it's customizable, and it's completely free. And before we dive straight into the video, I just want to point out I stream over on twitch.tv/therealspoons every Tuesday and Thursday night. So if you have any questions about this video or any other videos that I've made, feel free to go ask me when I'm live. Link is down in the description below. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So first things first, you're going to want to be using StreamElements. And if you're using Streamlabs, you know, I would honestly just consider switching to StreamElements. I think StreamElements has so many benefits that Streamlabs doesn't have. The first one being is that all your overlays are hosted on the browser source. So everything is hosted on the browser source. It really relieves a lot of stress that would be on your CPU. And personally for me, it did relieve a lot of stress on my CPU, and I'm able to actually stream better with less drop frames, less issues running games, even playing. I know a lot of early access games have issues with CPU usage and stuff. So anyway, StreamElements really helped me out. So if you're not using StreamElements, you should be, but that's step one for getting these awesome looping wallpapers. Step two is going to be heading over to the StreamElements Discord, which you can actually find in the top right of their homepage here. You can click join us right there, and you'll join the Discord channel, and you will see that it looks something like this. Here is the Discord right there, and you're going to want to head over to the widget-share channel. This is a really great resource just for widgets for StreamElements in general, so always check this because this is something I always do, and there's some really fantastic stuff here, such as this Vanta animated background by AaroniusH. Which I will put the link to this, or the actual text for this, in the description if you guys can't see it on screen here, or if you don't want to type it or something like that, you can easily just search it in this channel. And you're going to want to just click this link that's next to jump on a wave here. So once you click this, you can head back over to StreamElements, and I'll log into my dashboard here, and you're going to want to go to my overlays on the left side, and you'll see there is a Vanta animations overlay that's been added to your StreamElements account. I already have mine added because I've been testing it and actually using it on my own stream. So you want to click edit here, and it's going to open up the overlay editor, and you can just click directly on the overlay here. It is 1920 by 1080, so these are kind of meant to be, you know, the exact dimensions of your stream. You can make it smaller if you want to, but personally I would just recommend, you know, having it 1920 by 1080 if that's, you know, what your canvas is in OBS. And then you can click the settings on the left side here, and you'll see there are a bunch of different effect types. So there's different sort of looping wallpapers that you can just test out. So we can click on the waves one here, and you'll see that there's these sort of dark waves, and you can even switch the colors here. I know that's a little hard to see, so let me switch this to red. And It's gonna reload, and I know that's even harder to see. So let's see, we can just switch up these colors here. I'll switch this to a darker color. Maybe it'll be even easier. And let's see here, so there is a blur effect I have set here, so I can lower that. And we can even set this, let's see, we can change this color. I don't even know if this is really having an effect, but I'll make this darker. So let me see, I'll even make this darker. Maybe that'll help. There we go. So that's definitely better. You guys can see this sort of looping wallpaper. It's moving very slowly here. You can switch the speed if you would like to. You can switch the shininess of this one, the wave height. You can set a blur effect, which I do on my stream. It's not really that noticeable for this one, but if I switch over to a different effect type here and I go, let's say, birds. All right, this is a really cool one where like there's kind of these paper airplane birds flying into the distance. If I set the blur effect, it'll reload, and you can see it's very blurry now. So pretty cool, pretty awesome. And there's a bunch of different ones in here that you can mess around with. I really like this globe one, just because I think it looks really cool, and it's a little too blurred, and I have to switch my colors back and stuff. But I just think this looks really neat. It's kind of got that wireframe globe and sort of wireframe plane here. That sort of has a wave effect to it. I really like that one. And then there's some other one like Halo. This is one of them. This one looks pretty cool. And one thing that I have noticed is that like the speed of these might be a little bit different inside your browser compared to what it actually looks like in OBS. And that's just because like Chrome uses so much CPU. Just kind of having it open and then having this run within sort of another editor within Chrome can make it a little bit laggy, but once you actually get it in OBS, it'll be nice and smooth. So that's one thing. Another one that's pretty cool is the cells one, which I actually can't see right now. I just got to switch up these colors real quick because we set everything to pretty dark colors. But if I set that to green, you should be able to see it. And there it is. Yeah, so that's a really cool looking one. I think, you know, this one, obviously, it looks like organic sort of cells, which is really neat. And it's sort of got that depth because we have the darker color there. But if you want to add it to OBS, you just go up in the top right here. You click Copy Overlay URL. And then once you open OBS, which we're going to have a little bit of OBSception here, you're going to click the plus button in the bottom right, or bottom left, sorry. And then you click the browser button to add a browser source. And we'll just call that cells. And you paste that overlay URL directly in there. You make it 1920 by 1080 because that's the canvas size in StreamElements. And it looks like it's not appearing right now, but it should any moment. If I go back to my, I have to save it. Make sure you save it actually in StreamElements. And there we go. It appeared right on the screen. Perfect after I saved it. And there you go. That's how you add it. So pretty simple and, you know, pretty effective. And that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I do stream over on twitch.tv/TheRealSpoons every Tuesday and Thursday night. Feel free to go follow me over there. Link is down in the description below. And also, if you want to join the Discord channel, feel free to do that as well. Link is down in that description. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it as always, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.